What is up, you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. For all of you who are new here, my name is Mahogany and I'm 20 years old. You guys are watching the first series of my new episode. You guys are watching the first episode of my new series called Monday Motivation with Mahogany. So you guys can expect videos every week from me. The purpose of this series is so that we can hold each other accountable this year. So you guys can think of me as your bestie, your friend that you check in, like somebody who you usually have somebody who you text and say, "Oh, good morning, I hope you have a great day." Well, think of me like that. I'll be like, "Oh, good morning, hope you guys have a good week. Did you go to the gym last week?" That's how you can think about me. The title of today's video is called New Year, Improved You. So if we think about the title, it's New Year, Improved You. So how do you improve? You piggyback off of the things that you went through last year. So with that being said, the first concept that I want to cover is the fact that we need to let go of our failures so that we can improve without baggage. But we don't want to completely forget about the things that we went through, because we also want to use those things as learning experiences and not put ourselves through the same things that we went through this year, next year. Because as I self-reflect this year, I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? And it's like, we know we are making bad decisions in those moments, but we be like, oh well, I'll get over it, or YOLO type of thing. But it ends up hurting us, and I don't want to do that to myself anymore, and I hope you don't either, because we deserve better than that. All right, so the first question that we have to ask ourselves is, how do we move on from those things that we're holding on to? How do we move on from the baggage? The first and really only source that you really need is God. So I want to say prayer, because everything you need, he can provide for you if you let him. And I'm not going to piggyback too much off of that. If you guys want me to, feel free to comment in the comments, if you want me to talk about my spiritual journey or whatnot. But prayer is one of the ways that you can get past something, because he will show up for you if you're genuine and you actually have a relationship with him and you're not using him. The second way that you can start learning how to heal is journaling. We usually have like so much stuff built inside of us, and it's not good to hold on to things. And I'm a good example of that. I used to be so mean, and the smallest thing could like trigger me, and I could be mad for like months. And it's not even funny. If you know me, then you know. So journaling is like a way to let out the things that you've been bottling up. And sometimes we need to vent, but we don't always have that person that we need to vent to, or we don't always want to put it on social media how we feel, because we feel like we don't have anybody else to talk to. We should learn how to journal and have those conversations with ourselves. It's like a form of release. The third way we can learn how to heal is simply allowing ourselves to feel. And that's piggybacking off of bottling things up. Once I allowed myself to feel and to hurt and to cry, I've become more able to be vulnerable, and like I find myself crying. Like, okay, for example, usually me, when something happens, I'll get mad to other people, but really I would be upset and I don't want to cry about it, or I don't want to be embarrassed. So if I would have just allowed myself to cry in that moment and let it out and move forward, then I wouldn't be so angry. So I think if we allow ourselves to feel, we can actually let it go slowly. It's not going to happen like that, but we can slowly allow ourselves to move forward and not hold on to those things like in our heart. We can learn how to forgive. So the things that I have listed, they may or may not help for you, but in general, you want to find positive coping mechanisms, such as exercising, such as walking, and actually reflecting on what happened. Not things such as like drinking or smoking all the time. Not saying those things are wrong, but they become bad things when you use them to hide, from what's really going on in your life. So just find a positive coping mechanism that works for you to help you release you know, what you went through last year. So since it's a new year and we're improving, that means that we need to have some goals for ourselves. And I say goals because you can't just simply change overnight. I think you need to take some time, and it could be now, to say, what goals do I have for myself? Or what do I want to accomplish this year? And although the new year has already started, we're 2 days in, it is not too late to get started. Or come up with some goals. You know, it's not going to happen right away. We're not going to do everything on day one. So it's okay. Don't feel like, you know, it's January 2nd and I can't do it because I didn't start yesterday. It's okay to start today. And because we're friends now and we're holding each other accountable, y'all got to hold me accountable too. I hope y'all be checking in with me. I want to share some of my goals with you guys. One of the goals that I have for myself this year is to stick to an uploading schedule. And that's really hard, but that's one of my goals. That's why it's a goal. I'm going to try to achieve it. I'm not going to knock myself down. I'm going to try to achieve it. Like I said, y'all should be expecting a video from me every Monday. I'm going to try to be on it. And even if I'm not on it every Monday, we're gonna make it. We're still gonna hold each other accountable. But we're not gonna speak negativity already, because I'm gonna upload every Monday and y'all gonna hold me to it. Okay? The second goal I have is I want to develop a schedule for mindfulness. So mindfulness can be praying, it could be self-reflecting, it could be reading, it could be yoga, it could be stretching, anything to where I'm here with myself and I'm not here with myself, you know? I want to be able to know myself, and that's something that's really important, I feel like, for me. Another goal of mine is to learn myself, and to also, not only y'all have to learn how to heal, I have to learn how to heal too. I want to learn how to heal, and I also want to learn how to set boundaries for other people when it comes to me. I feel like I'm one of those people that always, I'll give somebody what they want, even if it hurts me, or I'll do things out of love even when they don't deserve it. And I need to set boundaries and rules for when somebody deserves something and when they don't, so that in the end I'm not hurting myself. As I look back on last year, there's a lot of things that I did that I wouldn't normally do, and I'm very disappointed in myself because nobody else can control, you know, what I do. But I don't want to look back next year and say, why would you do that? Why would you put yourself in a position to get hurt again? So I think maybe I'll reflect every month. Did you hold yourself accountable? Did you hold your friends, you know, your whoever in your life accountable? Did you stick to your boundaries, or did you let somebody walk all over you again? So that'll be one of my goals. That's something I really want to practice. I also have other goals, you know, like the normal goals, like, you know, I want to save, I want to get in the gym more, you know, I want to be able to buy myself nice things and, you know, birthday plans and stuff like that. But I feel like the ones that I more so explain to you guys are the things that actually matter. Like money matters, you know, how I look matters, me having fun matters. But at the end of the day, what's most important is how I feel inside and how I feel about myself and how I carry myself, and if I'm happy, you know, with me. So like I said, if you haven't set any goals yet and it's January 2nd already, don't feel bad, because even those who have set these goals earlier in December, or even January 1st or December 31st, it's still going to be hard to, you know, actually fall into place with these goals, because it is kind of a spontaneous thing. You can't say, okay, December 31st I have these goals, and on January 1st I'm doing everything on the list. Like, in all reality, we're human, we're tired, we're lazy, we don't feel like it. So I want us to learn how to be kind to ourselves, and I have a few tips to doing so. So my first tip for being kind and allowing yourself to be human is to start small. If you have 5 goals, or you know, you have 5 goals and you want to add 2 things to your daily routine, or wait, excuse me, if you have 5 goals and all 5 of them are like adding things to your daily routine or something like that, start with 2 of them and then gradually work everything in. Because once you say, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth 3 times a day, I'm gonna go to the gym 7 a.m. every day, I'm gonna read this book for 2 hours a day, and I don't know, I'm gonna cook at 5 o'clock every day. That seems like a lot. Like you're changing your whole schedule around. So start with 2 things, or start with however many you feel comfortable with, and then gradually work them in as you're adapting and, you know, getting used to a new schedule. So the second tip I have for accomplishing your goals and being kind to yourself is focus less on social media, because somebody is always going to have it better than you. And if you look at what somebody else has and you look at what you don't have, it's like that's going to hinder you. You'll get discouraged and you won't feel like it. And you could be doing better than the next person, but you just don't know because you're looking at somebody else's life who's doing better than you. Focus on you and focus less on social media, because at the end of the day, we should be blessed and happy that we even have this life to be here, to be sitting, to be watching, you know? So be kind to yourself. And don't worry about the next person, because they ain't worried about you. They worried about who doing better than them probably. The next tip I have for you guys is to, like I said, take it slow. Don't think about, okay, in a year, I'm doing this savings goal. I'm going to have $5,200. Think about by this week. This week I need to save this much money. And by the end of this month, I need to save this much money. Have short-term goals to help you reach your long-term goals in the future. Don't look so far ahead, because that seems so far away and it's out of reach. Give yourself a goal to where it's tangible, and you can get that today, tomorrow, or by the end of the week. And last but not least, the tip that I have for accomplishing your goals is to write it down. Writing down your goals is actually putting it into plan. We can say all day, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be this perfect person, and I can't wait, da, da, da. It's good to think of goals and to, you know, have an idea of what you want to do, but it's easier to accomplish goals when you write them down and you plan and you schedule it. You say, okay, I'm going to work tomorrow. Let me write this down tonight. I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm going to pick up a shift. I'm going to make this much money. And if I don't, I'm going to do my side hustle, and I'll make this much money by the end of the day. And then you'll do that every day. You'll write a to-do list until you get to your goal. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as making a vision board. A vision board is, you know, you're writing it down. You're putting it into place. It's very important to write down what you want to receive, and maybe even reading it out loud. You have to accept these things into your life and put it out into the world. Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much wrapping up the video. But in general, I just want you guys to speak positively over yourself. I want you guys to be positive, clear your mind, woosah, pray, cry, let it go. And just be kind to yourself. Like anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Remember to write it out, because if you write it out, you can look at it, you can say, okay, I'm doing this today. It's easier when you write things out. Be kind to other people. You never know what somebody's going through. And just love yourself. Like, self-love is the best love, and I hope we're going to prioritize that this year. So I want to say thank you all for tuning in to the first episode of Monday Motivation with Mahogany. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys made it to this part of the video. I hope we can become friends. I hope we can, you know, hold each other accountable. That's the purpose. I hope y'all hold me accountable. Y'all better be in the comments like, Mahogany, you being nice to yourself? Did you set those boundaries? What are those boundaries, you know? And I might just have to tell y'all the boundaries, and, you know, I still haven't came up with them yet, but I know, I haven't came up with like a list of boundaries, but I know definitely when they're getting crossed. So, like I said, I hope y'all holding me accountable. I hope y'all letting me hold y'all accountable. If y'all have some goals y'all want to share in the comments, feel free to do so. Also, I want y'all to interact with me a little bit more. If y'all mess with me, I want y'all to drop the pink heart emoji and this star emoji. Y'all ain't gotta say hey, y'all ain't gotta say nothing. Just drop some emojis and let me know y'all stopped by. Let me know if y'all liked the video. Let me know if y'all didn't like the video. Let me know how y'all feel about the new year. I'm here and I'm ready to talk, and like I said, we're friends. We're here with each other. We locked in. No, we can't be locked in until y'all comment and y'all tell me hey. But we can be locked in after that. And after that is we just going up. But anyway, like I said, I really hope y'all like this video. And if y'all like me, please subscribe. And if y'all like this video, y'all know what to do. Leave a like. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye. See you later. No, bye. See you later.